Hello guys, this is Naki here, and today I'm going to talk to you about two MMORPG titles which has up a lot of attention in the public, which is Diablo Immortal and Final Fantasy XIV. Two of them are the classic IP from either America or Japan, and I think every gamer in the world should, even if you've never played about it, you heard about it before. And to be honest, I do think both of them is good, but two different kind of people. So just let's see which one will suit you better. So before I actually talk about our opinion, the first thing first, you need to know that both game is free to try. Yeah, you get me, free to try. Okay, there's no such game as free to play in the world because you are going to pay for some reason, otherwise the game company will not survive. So if you are thinking that you are not going to spend a single cent into the game, okay, so you can just click exit in the video here and go and look for something like Candy Crush, and I think that is best for you. However, if you want to have some good gaming experience with some famous IP titles, I think both of them is good but for different kind of players, and let's see which one will suit you better now. Just a side note, in Diablo Immortal I'm Paragon level 15, and in Final Fantasy XIV I'm level 80 Summoners. So although I'm not that like super old player, but to be honest, I think I can share my experience as a new player in both games. So I categorize them as MMORPG because they really need to have a community to play with. No matter how much time you put in, no matter how much effort you put in, it's just really hard for you to play it all by yourself. So the first thing to decide which game you should be going into is which game your community or your friends are interested in. Like for me, FF14, I have a lot of friends who's playing in this game, and once I say I want to start the game, I got a lot of questions from my friends like which server are you going in, and then it's like a lot of people have been interested to help. Okay, so FF14 definitely will have the most helpful community in the world, but however, you still need to have someone with similar progress with you for you to actually enjoy the game more. Otherwise, what will happen is you just get into a lot of unseen dungeons and you don't really know what your button do until you have level 90. In another hand, Diablo Immortal is just so easy to pick up because the gameplay itself is simple. You have a navigator for everything. You can play it in mobile as well, and of course, as a Diablo is such a famous title in Southeast Asia especially, it's very easy for you to get someone to play the game together. And not to mention that because it's still new, so there are a lot of community, Telegram group, Discord group and whatever going on. You can look for the streamers online for helps. They do organize a lot of like raids for you as well, and then it is slightly easier for you to actually pick up because the drops and everything is just more streamlined. Unlike Final Fantasy XIV, there are just so bloody many things to do, to be very honest. So if you are a casual player, you don't think you will have a lot of times into the game, but you are looking for a time, to play, a title for you to play with your friends and all, I think Diablo Immortal will be the best choice here. However, if you have slightly more time, okay, and you want to try out what is the so-called the best MMORPG game, which have the most players online now, obviously it really surpassed World of Warcraft, you can definitely give Final Fantasy XIV a try. But my suggestion is to make sure you can get a friend with similar progress as you. Otherwise, you will be end up with like some of my friends. They will actually buy the game, and then after that they just realize it's just so long to catch up. It will take them like almost a month to actually catch up to the latest patch without any rest. You see, they have to play like 10 or 12 hours a day for more than a month to actually go into the Endwalker, which is the latest patch. And to be honest, if you are a working adult, this is really hard. So I would say if you want to go into Final Fantasy XIV, you can just play at your pace, but make sure you have like a few friends with similar progress. You can just play like 3 or 4 hours a day. You can play a few months to actually catch up, it doesn't really matter. Just to enjoy the game, enjoy the scenario, enjoy the scenery in the game and everything, especially the helpful community. I was really impressed to see how many so-called experienced veteran players actually extend their hand to me and offer to help. So I'm really impressed by that, and I really think if you have the time to actually find an MMORPG to play properly, Final Fantasy XIV will be your best choice. So last but not least, I'll just give out some of my comments and the strong point, weak point for both of the game, and I'll give them some rating as well. so it goes to the chart like below. However, most likely I will just stream Final Fantasy 14 in the future because my friend got banned for using Spoon in Diablo Immortal, and I myself also lose my community to play together with, and I really think Final Fantasy 14 interests me much more. But no worry, I will still come out with content with Diablo 2 Resurrected and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel as well. Okay, so if you guys interested, leave me a comment down there, and especially if you guys want to join the Discord group, please check the description below. And this is Naki, and I hope to see you guys around soon.